know they're out there, don't you?
All right, that's it. So, Josh, youth group is in 3 hours. We need a game. What do you got?
I mean, we have Monopoly or Clue.
Oh, we need something original, something crazy. Let's just brainstorm. So, anything that comes to your mind, say it out loud. No bad ideas. Go.
All right, no bad ideas. We take a balloon, fill it with peanut butter, the other balloon's filled with jelly, and we smash it on each other's heads.
I love it. So what if we did Ultimate Frisbee, but instead of a Frisbee, we did a squid, and we called it Ultimate Squidbee?
We take off one of our socks, put it over a can of Coke. Person that finishes the Coke through the sock first wins.
We go to the zoo, and whoever can touch the most dangerous animal at the end of the day wins.
Hear me out. Blindfold bowling.
Dew Dumper. We drain the toilets, fill it with Mountain Dew. The first person to chug all the Mountain Dew wins. Dew Dumper.
A game where you make sandcastles with your toes, but instead of sand, it's baby food.
We give each teenager a card and give them 1 hour. Whoever comes back with the largest living animal wins.
Toe or finger, you close your eyes, someone puts either their toe or their finger under your nose, and you have to smell and guess which one it is.
Floor is lava, but with actual lava.
We freeze blocks of Spam around the kids' feet, have them go skating on a frozen lake, fastest time wins.
Everyone puts 2 cups of mayonnaise in their pocket. One person puts sour cream in their pocket.
Yeah.
And you have to find out who it is only using your elbows.
We lay down a tarp, cover it in canned fruit, then get a dog with bells around its neck and let it go.
Whoa.
What?
What did you just say?
I said we get a dog with bells around its neck and
That's what I thought you said. What is wrong with you, man?
What are you talking about?
A dog with bells?
Did I say something wrong?
Yeah, you did. That's a dog, man. A dog with feelings and a dog brain, and you want to use it for some useless, noisy prop for a game?
Andy, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking.
Don't you dare apologize to me. You make me sick.
I feel so ashamed.
As do I, brother.
Could use a cat.
Now we're talking.
All right.
Let's go get ourselves a cat.
There's a whole bunch of strays out back by the dumpster.
Perfect.
All right, you can kill it, Lynn. All right, turn up the lights. Here we are. Can you tell it's spring break? I know. How many people y'all know are like out of town or there's something going on right now? Baseball this, softball that, whatever. Smile, buddy. No, everybody's like kind of in their own little area. So, all right. So tonight's a little weird because it's kind of like review night and all that, and questions this and questions that. I thought we hadn't done that in a while, so I thought spring break would be a nice little change. Good. How many of y'all are like? I even gave y'all fair warning. Gave you a reminder. Hey, be thinking of questions like, could we have done something to do with all the worldview stuff we've done over the last few weeks? Maybe questions you had, or just random goofy questions that y'all always put in there, right? So that's what we're gonna do. Sound good? And we always ran out of time with them, so I made sure we had plenty of time tonight, which I think we got plenty of time, right? Yes, I think we do. So I don't know if anybody's watching online, like the live stream or whatever. So here we are. So here is our nice Act 2 popcorn box with your questions if you got them. Just come up here and slide it in there. All right? You got plenty of time. So if you are watching live stream, just know that this is pretty much what it's going to be right here. Okay, 2 people watching on live? All right, good. So we'll get to the questions in a minute, but it's going to be very candid. It's not really structured tonight. Y'all good with that? And how about this? Since it's only us, how about we have popcorn and leftover soft drinks? Does that sound good? We can do that in just a little bit. Do y'all like popcorn? Cody, you like popcorn? Cody's in. You haven't had popcorn in how long? Forever. Don't do British on me, kid, okay? Forever. Right, Governor. By the way, me and Kristen watched The Greatest Showman last night, so all that stuff running in my head again. So anyway, because they went and saw the Queen, remember? Anyway, random ADD moment. So I'm really just stalling to give you all more time to write questions. So we got 2. There's more than 2? Okay, that's fine. So please, questions. Lynn, if you got any, throw them up. Lynn doesn't have any questions. That means he has all the answers. You still working on it? Got one. Okay, good. All right, so let's just to kind of wrap up while y'all are still thinking, just some things from what we've talked about. The first week we started with this whole worldview stuff, and we'll talk about just no apologies. We went over 4 basic areas or things, basic worldviews, and y'all remember the first one we talked about? Oh, I thought you were shocked that you didn't know. Yes, atheists, agnostics, and skeptics. They even threw skeptics in there, so that was really interesting. What's up, buddy? Nice hoodie. So, did y'all bring all the papers in here? Okay. So didn't grab it on the way in. So, hey, there are papers and pens to write questions on as you come in, because tonight's question night. Remember? No, you don't remember? You get the remind text, right? What? You remember? You got to be on remind. You got your phone though. We'll get you on remind before you leave. How about that? So, wow. Y'all are so nice to one another. All right, so anyway, our first week we talked about atheists, agnostics, and skeptics and all that kind of stuff. We really just kind of hit some major highlights and some major questions that a lot of those guys have for us. Y'all remember what the first, y'all probably don't. Y'all even take notes down for this one? It's fine, it's all good. You're going to remember. There's questions that they like to bring up, all right, about why they don't believe in God and all this kind of stuff. Anyway, so one of the first was like, hasn't science disproved God? Remember that kind of stuff? So what J.D. Greer did, he's a very famous, well-known pastor, he's a good pastor in North Carolina, came up with 9 reasons, all right, that point to the reality of God. All right, and I'm just going to go through them real quick while you're thinking of the rest of the questions real quick. He said, what points us to God is the fact that materialism doesn't satisfy us. Y'all remember that? Just starting to ring a bell now, hopefully. Yeah, we know that we can acquire stuff. All right, how many of y'all acquire stuff? Yeah, we acquire stuff all the time, but it never satisfies. We always want the next best thing. I want this. I don't have that. All right, no matter how rich you are. It's always that way. So we can look at many examples of that. So there's a problem of human rights in an accidental universe. All right, we talked about that. You remember we brought up the whole Hitler fiasco. Like if really evolution was the end all be all, and that's where a lot of they want to go with this whole science route, and evolution is the answer to that. Then that's survival of the fittest. So say, okay, well, then do you have a problem with what Hitler did? And is anybody really going to say, no, I don't have a problem with what Hitler did? Yeah, nobody. You know why? Because there's a moral degree there, all right? If Hitler was surviving because, he was doing this thing because he wanted to be the best, he was the strongest, he was going to eliminate the competition so he would survive. And he had a lot of crazy things going on there. And obviously, yeah, it was morally wrong. But where do you get that moral compass from? If evolution is what it is, then, that's where you go with that. So we can dive into more about that, whatever. But moving on. The power of love and beauty points us to God was another point he said. The persistence of Christianity in history also points us to God. It hasn't been snuffed out, all right? So just another thing there. There's the question of the origin of the universe. This is always a great one that stymies atheists and agnostics people that just are skeptical people about the whole universe in general. If you want to look at evidence, we're looking at science here. Okay, great. There was a big bang. Woo! No sound effects? Boom. Okay, good. The big bang, or big boom, apparently, or a little boom in here. So anyway, you had a big boom. All right, great. And that's how all the universe came into being. All the stuff came from that one explosion. The problem with that is, what exploded? Where did it come from? All right? Can you answer that without an intelligent creator who can speak anything into existence? I can't. So anyway, that's that whole point there. The prophecies of the Old Testament also point us to Jesus being God. The historical evidence that the resurrection of Jesus happened cannot be denied. There's historical evidence that points to that. 8, the completely unique message of Christianity points us to the reality of God. All right? It is Christianity is the only religion that says that I am accepted, therefore I obey. All other religions are based on your effort and obedience. Christianity stands apart because it's based on what God did, not what we do. Because we mess everything up. So let's not put it on us, right? All right. And 9, let's see. Yeah, 9, Jesus makes personal claims about him being God. All right. So a lot of things there. I just want to bring that back up just to kind of sum up everything. The next week we talked about, do y'all remember? Yeah, Mormonism. And we talked about all the ways that, and I'm going to go over this one really quickly with this and Jehovah's Witness, because what their biggest tactic is they want to add to the Bible or take things away that they don't agree with. And you can't do that. All right? You can't do that. If you just want to add what you feel like is what you want in the Bible because that's the way you feel, that's you adding and taking away from real truth. And let me just say that, let's just put it this way. How many of y'all have like your parents ask you, all right, what happened? All right? You have there is an actual story that went on, right? And it's the truth, and you have to give an account of that truth. But what happens when brother, sister, cousin comes along and gives their version and starts adding or taking away from your version? The story changes. The truth changes. All right? All those kinds of things. So that's a very simplified version of what is really going on with Mormonism and Jehovah's Witness. But that's why we need to know what we believe. Amen? Amen. All right. Good deal. We need to know what we believe. So, and then the last one we talked about was Islam, and just, guys, how far different it is than Christianity. All right, and we looked at several points there, but it really, when you get down to the real meat of it, and where it really starts to go sideways, was back in the beginning, because as far as Islam concerned, when they start talking about truth and where they got truth, guys, remember Muhammad went up on this mountain because he was going crazy. He was hearing voices, and he was hearing things, and finally had this vision from an angel. Y'all remember? Had a vision, like I said, he was talking to an angel, and he started telling about a different type of truth, a different gospel than what Jesus told us about. So really it boils down to the same thing like with Mormonism, and how even in the verse that tells us, and sorry, I don't have it right here in front of me. Let's see, what was it? Here it is. Yeah, Galatians 1, 8 and 9 says, but even if we or an angel from heaven should preach to you a gospel contrary to the one we preach to you, let him be accursed. As we have said before, now and I say again, if anyone is preaching to you a gospel contrary to the one you received, let him be accursed. Even angels. So all these people who say they saw these miraculous things, if that angel told them something different than what the gospel of God tells us in the Bible, then we don't need to listen. Amen, right? So I'm going to say amen for that. So anyway, all those are different worldviews and how they look compared to just simple Christianity. All right? So what we're going to do is we'll have this week, we're going to do questions. Just say if you have questions about all this stuff, maybe we can piece through it a little bit. We're going to try and answer as many as we can. All right? As goofy as they are or serious they are, we'll try and get through all of them. All right? Then next week we have Riot Night, so we'll be outside playing some games. We're going to put up 9 Square. I know. It's actually on your trampoline. Yeah. So I went by and saw it the other day. So look, it was probably better there than here. So somebody just come by. But we'll play 9 Square, and if we have time, we'll do another game. But 9 Square's, we'll definitely be doing that. So, excuse me, that was a random burp right in the middle of that. Well, you could have cleaned the 9 Square. So, all right. So, then after those 2 weeks, so we got 2 weeks, or this week and next week, we'll be doing a typical lesson. Then we're going to go into some apologetics and the series called What I Believe. All right? What I Believe. So we're going to take the things that we see people questioning, and then we're going to solidify and kind of give a good foundation even more to the way we as Christians believe. Sound good? All right, are y'all ready for questions? All right, remember, don't put your name on it either. Unless you want me to point fingers. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. Oh, okay. That is those kinds of questions. All right. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. She has lots of questions. All right, so look, on the clock. Why are we on the clock? 45 minutes to do all these. Okay, do y'all want them just answered, or do you want them answered correctly, or to the best of our knowledge? A lot of, yeah. We're gonna, look, I'm gonna put like legit questions, we'll answer them, put them here, but if I put anything over here, we need to have a meeting with your parents, okay? That's what we're gonna do. So I'm stirring them up. I hope y'all like wrote legibly, because some of y'all separating them. All right. I just tore it in half. Yeah, let's do this one first. All right. Oh, wow. It's like attacking me. All right. I am. I'm good. I got it read. All right. So this will be for everybody, so we can answer, and I'll repeat. That way it's kind of heard on the stream so people are watching. And if you have questions, this is good. So if y'all are watching, if you have a question, type it in the comments. Lynn will get it to me. Sound good, Lynn? Or did that already happen? No, it's good. It's fine. All right. So what was the most interesting worldview for you to study? You talk. Let's just open that up for as far as any worldview that you've studied, or maybe the ones over the last few weeks. What was the most interesting for y'all to study or hear about? Interesting, or it went to this side. All right. What was the most interesting one? The Mormon one? Okay. You missed the Mormon? Here's the great thing. If you missed it, go back and listen to it. So, yeah. All right. So, hold on. All right. So, the Mormon one, why the Mormon worldview? Because of how it was so weird? Okay. So, you liked it because you like listening to crazy things. Or at least what you think is crazy things. So, all right. What else? So it was interesting because it was that far out there.
Yeah, and I was like, how these people like actually
Yes. Yes. I won't repeat that. All right, but we'll go with. Well, I'd rather not. I mean, I'm not gonna like get onto you, but like I'm. Anyway, this stuff.
Yeah, this stuff is so
All right. What else? Somebody else. Jehovah's Witnesses, pretty out there, pretty crazy. Is it all because it's crazy to you? Is that what it is? Because it's so foreign. Okay, yeah, it's so foreign. All right. Let me ask you this: what does any of this? Does any of do y'all have a fear of knowing other worldviews or other religions because of what it might do to your faith? Anybody? I mean, it's just a question to ponder, because here's what I want you to, here's my ultimate hope for you, is that you won't fear any of that because of the assurance you have in your own faith, because of what you already believe. That's the confidence I hope you find. Make sense? Okay. Most interesting worldview I've ever studied, I can't, when you really, I mean, I have an intrigue with atheists and agnostics because I just, it's sheer facts and common sense to me at some point, because that's really where it boils down to me. What is more likely? Because when you want to say that all life started from a pool of goo, basically, and that's not even talking about the Big Bang, that's all after the Big Bang. even that, the likelihood of odds for all the amino acids, all that stuff to come together in a certain way. I heard it once said that it was more likely for a 740 tornado to go through a junkyard and put together a working 747 than that to happen. Boeing, airplane, big jumbo jet. Yeah. So I always wondered if it was painted, but I guess it didn't matter. Anyway, all right. Anything else? Most interesting worldview. This ought to be interesting. And this may need to go over here. But what is a perfect crime to you?
Cue that scene in The Office where Dwight is discussing a perfect crime.
Forgot about that one. It's been a while since I've binged The Office again.
So they took it off. Too bad.
Well, they put it on the Peacock, like the streaming thing for them. You bought The Office for $30? Is that like your birthday money, or did you use mom's money? Yeah. All right. So hey, all right. Let's entertain it. Cody, what do you think? Perfect crime. I put him on the spot. I had to do it. If he would have come off like, well, what you do is take an icicle, and I'll be like, okay, Cody, freaking me out. Icicle, no weapon. All right. We didn't talk about that. Lynn, what do you think? Perfect crime. Whoa. I don't want to know what just happened over here. Y'all watch way too much crime TV, okay? Is what y'all do. Yeah. All right. Lynn, you got anything? No? Jesus, anything? Perfect crime? No? No, wait. You wait.
I got a perfect crime.
You got a perfect crime?
Egging somebody.
Egging?
Yeah, it's harassment.
It could be assault too, depending on. That's right. That's true. That's like finding the perfect hiding place, but it's really not the perfect hiding place because you found it. So. Big brain stuff. All right. Which toe is your favorite?
The one beside the big toe.
The ring toe? I mean, is that what we call it? I don't know. Pointer toe? You point with that toe?
It's called your second toe, guys.
Yeah. Toe number 2. I mean, yeah. Let's just be honest, okay? All of these have names, but your toes, you have big toe and you have pinky toe. Everything else in the middle doesn't have a name.
No, you have
The second little toe, the third little toe. Is that how you name them?
no, it's Piggy 1, Piggy 2, Piggy 3,
Piggy 1 through whatever number of toes you have. You could have 6.
That is disgusting.
It happens all the time. Trust me, being polydactyl is more common than you think, and that is the actual word for it. All right, polydactyl. Yeah, an extra digit, not extra limb. Okay. The stories I could tell at this moment. All right.
An extra limb is like
You get a lot.
Don't laugh. All right. So what toe is your favorite?
the middle one.
The middle toe.
No, the one beside, the one in between the middle toe and the big toe.
Your pinky toe. Okay. Look, I don't care what all y'all say. Look, shh, I don't care what any of y'all say. My favorite's my big toe because if I didn't have it, I'd fall over. So, credit where credit's due. All right, we've got to move on. Who are the chaperones for Generate?
Logan.
No, not Logan. Bailey, Laura, and Jennifer, and myself. Yeah.
It's a little.
Yeah, Laura, not this one. Are we Laura Bynum? All right. What's your biggest pet peeve? Did we spell pet peeve correctly? I don't know. I really don't know. PETPEIVE. It don't matter about spelling. It may be correct. I don't know.
You want to hear my biggest pet peeve?
So,
It's when
no, you're not the worst. Trust me. Never mind. I'm going to move on.
pet peeve
Biggest pet peeve. Oh wow. Is this just in like in social settings, or is this like at home, like your biggest? Do both?
Anywhere.
I don't know. Socially, I think my family would agree. Like me turning, like I want the light switches off when you go out of a room. If there's nobody back in the back of the house, there's no need to light up the pillows. Okay? Yeah, but I like as soon as a light bulb goes out, like they make fun of me because I want to change it right then. So I mean,
You want to hear my biggest pet peeve?
what's your biggest pet peeve?
It's like when you say something so similar and they still correct you. Like Peyton. If we're
So,
watching a movie,
well, this is just a gripe session now. Okay.
look, if we're watching a movie and I'm like, this show's horrible or this show's great, she's like, Nathan, it's a movie. It's so
That does get on my nerves. That does get on my nerves.
So when you say something.
When you say TV shows and movies.
TV show with a movie. Okay. When you say something close, my wife will probably agree with you because I do the same thing and I don't mean to. I don't know I'm doing it, okay? She's like, I just said that. What? It's like, or, you know, whatever. But anyway, yeah. So when you say something close, but I have to correct it. What?
This is P.
It was the correct spelling?
P-I-E-V.
Oh, okay. I-E. I before E except after E. But it's not always that way. It shouldn't be a rule. All right. Any other pet peeves you might want to address real quick?
No, I don't think we need to start it on.
No, yeah, probably a good idea. All right. I'm not going to start an argument. What all summer activities do you have planned so far? Not many. I told you we were looking towards doing Top Golf hopefully next month. All right. I know also for like August before we go back to school, we're going to try and do whitewater as well. Okay. So I think summer camp is obviously there. That really takes up a lot. Okay. What's is it about events or like questions? Okay, then ask me later. You'll forget. All right. Do you want to get through these or not?
Let's not tell you not to do it on a day I have a tournament.
Well, I don't.
You have my
If it's going to be in April, it's going to be like a Saturday. So, what? Are you going to just take off during the middle of school and do it? Yeah, I'm sure I'll get calls from parents about that one.
I would love it.
All right. What is the weirdest thing in your fridge? I mean, I really could. Weirdest thing. Well, y'all think. What's the weirdest thing in your fridge? While I'm thinking.
There's one in my fridge right now from last time.
My dad has pickled jalapenos.
Pickled jalapenos. That's awesome. Let's see. Weirdest thing in the fridge. Chris, if you're here, if you're listening, what is the weirdest thing in the fridge? Text me it, and I don't know. Maybe I have to come back to that one. Pickled okra's in there. I ate that before I came here. Y'all, I know it's not weird, but like a lot of people think it's. I used to think it was gross. What's the weirdest thing? Anybody else? Is there cat foods in your fridge? The canned cat food? Yeah. Okay, we may come back to the fridge thing. Hold on. Oh, she wrote me. No. Human bones.
What the heck?
Human bones.
I think she's going for the shock therapy there.
Kristen, are you okay?
Yeah, a pint of blood. Why is Siri coming up when I'm saying these things? That's crazy. Yeah, probably is. Probably so. I mean, if we shove Obi in there, that would be weird. So, organs.
I don't
Yeah.
think any.
All right. What swag? Question mark?
Hey, Callie, swag.
I don't know it. Y'all gonna have to fill me in, or I'm just gonna be out of the loop. All right. Why are there footprints on the TV?
There's right there. There are footprints on my TV. There's like
What
smash
the
marks.
heck?
There are footprints.
I think they're all.
Hold on.
I think they're Ricky.
Underneath the E and the S. The question.
That's thumbprints. That's like hands.
Like literally
Right here?
yeah. Right. Like they're footprints. They're the one by the E. It's more.
I don't know. Maybe it's just an optical illusion.
No, it's a footprint.
Okay.
Like going under the E.
Huh? Fairies. Lynn's calling mythical creatures. All right.
Tell them about your dream.
What is your favorite hotel?
Oh, I got it.
Okay, I just got a weird gif from my wife. It's no, I'm not gonna do it. She's probably like, no, don't do it. All right, what is your favorite hotel? Hampton Inn. Yeah, I think so. Although not all Hamptons are the same. I will say that.
That's like the only thing I don't
What? Home too? Yeah, it's like a suite basically. Yeah, I've never stayed in one of those, so I can't. What is your most embarrassing moment? I have to narrow that down. What about y'all? Most embarrassing moment? Sleepwalking in London.
You've never heard that story?
Oh my lord, you didn't know about that? On the way to Uganda.
Any Christian says any Disney hotel, and Jackson says motel. Quit, Siri. All right, I'm just. All right, Peyton sleepwalking in London. Serious? Opryland. Oh yeah, you're right. My bad. We have stayed. Opryland is a very amazing hotel. I am so sorry, Chris. Yeah, Opryland. I was just thinking like quick hotel, not like that's like a destination hotel. Anyway, all right. Most embarrassing moment.
Hey, you got locked out of London.
Locked out. I will say that Kristen actually probably. I don't know if we can find this picture, but like when I was dating her, like when she worked at Hallmark in Gardendale, they asked me to like pose for pictures being the Easter Bunny. I don't know why I keep getting asked to do that. So this wasn't during, all right? This was afterwards, like where I just have the head of the Easter Bunny on my head, and I'm taking a picture like me holding up the ears. And in that picture, my fly is wide open. So I have proof of that moment. That got you. She's like, I'm not breaking character. Boom, it happened. All right. Any other embarrassing moments? Just me?
Why don't you open mine?
I'm going through them. I mixed them up. All right. How many times have y'all, like when you're a kid, like walking in the store and then thought your mom was right in front of you, and like start talking to this random stranger and like even grab their hand sometime, or maybe something like that? That's a good one. All right. What is the funniest prank you have ever done, have had happen to you?
Oh, I got a good one.
Okay,
Look,
quickly.
It was like Peyton's 10th birthday. The next day I had I was 7. I next day had like a football game or something. And every like she had like 10 different friends. I'm pretty sure Reagan was there. And they like I think me and Gunner were there too. They colored on us like with markers.
Colored on.
And then like did that and then sprayed like silly string on it while we were asleep.
Didn't know it.
I didn't know.
So y'all got colored and silly string while you're sleeping, didn't know it. So did you wake up and start walking around amongst everybody?
I woke up and I about wanted to show her.
Oh, okay. One that pops to mind for me is I had taken kids to some conference. I think it was in Nashville. We had a hotel, and the guys that were in my room. I was trying to go to sleep. It was like 2 a.m. or whatever, and I was like, y'all go to sleep, you know. And I was like, not mean, youth pastor, but back then, you know, y'all don't think I'm mean, do y'all? Yeah. Okay, good. So that mission accomplished. All right. No, but anyway, they didn't want to go to sleep, so I was like, all right, that's it. So I acted like I was like started to do like sleepwalking type things, you know, Peyton, you know. All right, so, but anyway, like at one point, like I started and like not making really audible stuff, and like there's did you hear him? I think he's talking, you know, and all this kind of stuff. Well, all of a sudden, like maybe 15 minutes later, they still wouldn't shut up. I just sat up on the edge of the bed like this, and they're like, "What's going on?" And I had to sit there really quiet for several minutes, you know, enough to make it where you make sure it's awkward. And then about later, I just stood up and stood there for a little longer, and then started, you know. And then, hold on. And then, I can't remember exactly all that shit, but I remember after a little bit longer, after them being freaked out more, I walked to the wall and like started scratching it, like, and like, you know, all that kind of stuff, making weird noises. And then I turned around and said, "Shut up and go to sleep." And they finally went to sleep. So, anyway, that's one that comes to mind. I don't guess I got in trouble for that one. So anyway, anybody else? Best prank? I rolled houses back when like I was in high school. That was what we did on prom night. Like all of us got together, went to one of our Sunday school teachers' house. Yeah. So we all went back to a parent's house, and we all stayed there. But we also all went out on rolling parties, and people we knew. And that's how you roll with it. Anyway, Kristen can attest to this because she never went rolling until I took her rolling, and we made places look like it snowed and rained toilet paper. A lot. I mean, you couldn't even see the house from the driveway, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, all that kind of stuff. We got to move on. All right, how are we going to praise band after Danielle leaves? Just like when Danielle wasn't here, and people. So we got to have people that want to be part of the praise band. So, anybody else got any ideas on that one? Well, if Danielle stays in college and she's local, she can still be part of it for a while. Well, that's local. She could drive back here for 2 hours. What's your favorite memory from high school? Some of y'all can't even ask this. Can't even answer. What's your favorite memory from high school? Hey, look, you beat him up all you want to when you get home. All right. I think one of my favorite memories from high school is it's probably when I was on indoor track. We were doing the 4x200 relay, and we won first place, 4x200. Yep, 4x200 relay. We not only won the state championship, we also broke the state record by 6 seconds. 6 seconds. So for track, that's a big breaking. So anyway, anybody else? Cody, favorite memory? Graduate when I left. How's life? Spring break. I mean, is that 2 questions or that? How's life? Spring break? It's not like that. It's like, how's life? Spring break. It's like a question because it's got a question mark. I mean, good. Great. Jesus reigns in my heart. I mean, if I got that, every week is like that, all right? Nope, not going to answer that one. I'm not going to answer which member of the Cox family is my favorite. That's just not going to happen.
Who wrote that? It was Callie. Hey, wait, why is that over there though? I want to know. It's
This one right here, how do you come up with the games we play? I mean, did y'all not watch the video today? I mean, there's literally some games I definitely have done that right there. Like, guys, for Christmas, I may have to break out the reindeer diarrhea game for y'all. Reindeer diarrhea. I'm not. Look, y'all think I'm crazy, but Kristen has seen it, and she can attest that I really do have a reindeer diarrhea game. Or we can do the peanut butter plexiglass game.
Hey, people are allergic to that.
Yeah, obviously don't play the peanut butter plexiglass game if you are allergic. It's easy for you to say, all right? All right, so yeah, a lot of that is, how many, do y'all come up with random games too? I mean, I remember, like, Cars Coming, y'all remember that, playing that when you're, maybe that was only when we were kids or something, Lynn. Did you play Cars Coming? Like cars coming down the road, you hide to make sure they don't see you? Yeah, I mean, come on. Yeah, that's basically it. This is before electronics, okay, guys? We had Super Mario Brothers on the regular NES, all right? A and B, left, Nintendo Entertainment System. Y'all don't even know what NES stands for. Yeah, they don't remember having to screw in like the adapters for everything to work too. So. All right. What would happen if no one joins praise team and everyone graduates? We're back to videos. Don't be depressed about Danielle is not the reason you worship.
No,
All right.
Callie. I love Callie this week.
Look, I mean, there comes to a point, you know,
I love Peyton.
Lynn, did preachers back, back when you were younger, like when I was younger, tell you, if you don't use your gifts, son, God will take them away. I don't know if that's really biblical, but it's nice to say and get people to do things. So, who's your favorite Christian artist and why? Y'all tell me. Who's your favorite Christian artist and why? Crowder, yeah. That's Danny Goki. Yeah, I'm hearing names and not why. He has the coolest voice. All right. You don't like Crowder. Is it because of how he looks? Is that why? His stuff is deep. It's not all his stuff. Like, he does run a lot, but like, you don't like Crowder live. Okay. I love Crowder live. I would say, like, what's the group? It's there. I don't like them. I know how you feel, so I can empathize in this direction because it's Need to Breathe. I don't like Need to Breathe live. I don't. Huh? You love? I mean, Need to Breathe is great. I just don't like them live. So, all right. Favorite artist, Christian artist, KB. All right. Hillsong, Young and Free. Okay. It's like break out other talented people that need to come to New Temple Student Ministry Praise Band to lead. Yeah. Huh? Elevation Worship. Okay.
I like
Zach Williams. Yeah, he's good. My favorite lately has been for Kingdom Country. They are seriously legit. You don't like them either? I think. I'm not sure. I really don't listen to them. All right. So, this is supposed to be anonymous. What animal noises can you make? Am I see and say? I mean, what is it? I mean, oink, bark, meow. Let's hear the elephant noise. Hey, you got to face the camera and do that if you're going to do it. What's going on? Me. Yeah. Animal noises. I mean, just like, I guess like goats bark. I can't do Chewy. I wish I could do Chewy up there. I guess he's not technically an animal, but. I don't know. What? I'm drawing a blank, Chris. What animal noises can I do? Kristen can do pterodactyl. Kristen, FaceTime me and do pterodactyl. Yeah. Kristen, we'll get let's see. Will Kristen FaceTime me right now? Hold on. Let's see. All right. Kristen can do a pterodactyl. She said no. Hold on. Listen. Oh, Jackson FaceTime me. All right. Pterodactyl. Can you do another animal noise? Meow. Okay. She meowed. Is that it?
Oh my gosh, there's wagons over here.
Nothing else? Okay. All right. Bye. Hey, everybody.
Hi.
She just got done working, so she's very happy to be home. All right. So, all right. I'm very proud. Y'all, if y'all don't know, she got promoted at work, so she's having to work a lot extra. So, I don't know what this. I don't know if this is. I think this is part picture, part question, part something. But
Oh no, this is a Nathan short one.
yeah, this is just Nathan. He's short. I mean, that's the statement, not a question, so it's not really working for tonight. Hey, we're down to 2. Yeah, 2 questions. Anybody else? Not a question, but speak in a British accent for 2 questions. I was looking right at you two. All right, since there's only 2 left, and Kristen's gonna love this. All right, not a question, but speak in a British accent, very, very, very rural British accent. Speak in. Shh. It's hard to stay in it. All right, but speak in a British accent for 2 questions.
What is that? I'll just wait for the same one for life.
And then, hold on, hey.
It's really not that.
Hold your biscuits. What is your favorite accent? American. All right. It's my favorite accent. All right. So that's all the questions. Unless you got any more? Oh, that's right. There was a couple serious ones in there. That's Kristen said that's Scottish. My bad. Okay. All right. All right. Here's one that got sent to me. When Jesus came to earth as a baby, When Jesus came to earth as a baby, did he relinquish all his powers as an all-knowing God? It's anonymous. All right. So, what do you think? Act 2. That's a thinker. All right, when Jesus came to earth as a baby, did he relinquish all his powers as an all-knowing God? Hello? All right. That's Obi-Wan Kenobi saying hello there. No, that's my text message tone. Anyway. All right. What do you think? You don't think he did? Peyton's doing her first voice. All right. So you still think he was 100% man and God still? So yeah, okay. That's a great answer. I think that's pretty legit. All right. Here's the thing, you would have to, I guess, to answer that question, what help with that, do you find examples in the Bible where Jesus portrays portrays or gives off that he is all-knowing in that regard? I can think one specifically at this moment. But can y'all think of any? Now, also, there's probably semantics here about the timing. This may be after his resurrection, but there's one. I know, it's a certain Cox family member. So, I think this, Lynn, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think when he told the fishermen to throw the nets on this side, that was after his resurrection. So, would that technically still count? I guess it would. But he is in the resurrected body at that point. Because he said, cast your nets over here. And all of a sudden there was a bunch of fish in the net. Now, there's also the semantics there. Was that him all-knowing, or was that his all-powerfulness? A wee bit of both. It might have been a wee bit of both there, Governor. It's a little bit dodgy. Y'all are weird. Okay, so Lynn, you got any insight on that one? Yeah, I think Peyton's right though. Shh. I think Peyton's right. When you get down to it, if he wasn't all 100% God and all 100% man at the same time, is his claim, you know, on that whole being 100% God, 100% man, forfeit at that point? Yeah, he had to have known. Oh, you're saying from birth, like from the childhood, grown into it. Just lay that down. So yeah, it'd be a little hard question to really flesh out. Yeah, they didn't really go into that as far as him leaving, but just because he came from heaven to earth, and he was firstborn of all creation, it doesn't negate his connection to the Trinity either, because he's still all 100% all of it. So yeah, he knew people's hearts. So I would have to say, I would have to lean at this point, just from this conjecture, I guess, lean that I don't think he did. I think he was capable to tap into that. So now, with his capacity from a baby to toddler to all that, did you have to wait to tap into that? I can see that, but I don't know. I think the ability and everything was still there. So if there's something deeper there, then, you know, we can obviously have that discussion more, but then that's a great thing to discuss. I'm sure people have written dissertations about that kind of thing. But anyway, all right. That's cool. I'm not answering that question, Nathan.
Hey, I asked you
All right.
every question.
I didn't get one. Oh, favorite cut of steak? Ribeye. Gotta love the marbling. What Jackson says, what does the fox say? Me. All right. Yeah. Oh, it's in my head now. All right. Let's do this. We're going to pray, and I think that's it for the questions, and we'll go get some popcorn, and y'all go get some drinks out of the cooler, and we'll call it a night. All right? Woohoo. All right. So, does anybody want to close this out in prayer? And if you do the rhythm of the prayer to the song the fox says, I'll give you bonus points. You be first in line to popcorn. Be the first in line to. No, just kidding. That's really not really good. That's not cool. Just pray for us. Go. Just go. Amen. See you guys. All right, popcorn in the back. We'll go. All right, so y'all go ahead and go to the back.